Talia and the all-devouring evil's army had left the mines of Steelsmith behind them, far from Tanos and his henchmen. The tunnels brought them close to the city Burger's End, in the Empire's hinterlands. Burger's End was known for its voracious heroes. More specifically, their appetites were legend... wait for it... dairy. They ate so much that the city had to be supplied with food from the surrounding area on a daily basis. True story.
These gluttons are going to be easy. Onwards, creatures of the deviant evil! Give these gourmands their just desserts!
This hasty attack wasn't the best idea, as the what is cannon fodder for evil's creatures all too quickly found out. These well-fed warriors proved to be exceedingly powerful and dismembered the advancing horde with terrifying speed.
That could have gone better.
Naturally, a battle like that can work up an appetite. Luckily, a transport full of food showed up shortly after the clash. The wheels quickly turned in the deceitful evil's evil brain. What if those deliverers were to have an accident on their way to the city, and the city suddenly ran out of food? It giggled a treacherous little giggle. Those wood piles could be used as a roadblock if they were put into motion with a few hefty blows. That would make transporting that food even more difficult.
Okay, then we'll starve the pigs out. A brilliant plan. Do we have to do this? I feel so bad about killing Grimly. I'm surprised. I thought that evil act would finally extinguish the good part of me. I guess I'll just have to put up with you for a while longer.
These schizophrenic monologues are really annoying. They prevent me from saying so much more.
Not the worst thing when I look at the reviews of the last game.
What? How dare you? Talk about cheeky. You haven't heard the last of this.
야, 빡신 게 나왔네. 어디였지? 두 군데. 아이씨. 빨리 땅파. 12턴.
In its boundless genius, the prudent evil had provided Talia with a few gobberbots whose combat strength would prove extremely useful. They were just, wait a minute. Where are they?
Yes! They were supposed to be delivered yesterday, but the postman just left a note at the dungeon entrance saying that I wasn't home. I was here the whole time.
Oh, how I'd love to work with professionals. Just once. Professionals. Just once. Remember what they taught you. You don't want any more of those electric shocks. Fine. And so, the bad-tempered evil quickly threw 2 gobberbots into the dungeon. Then it went out to find that postman and beat the living crap out of him.
우와 나오셨고. 자, 호드. 아니지. 나가. 야, 빨랑 작업해. 너 뭐하니? 맞고 싶어? 넌 서비스. 대충 뭐였지? 출발. 요와. 달리야 요와.
Evil will triumph.
위쪽으로. 땅 빨리 파. 알았지? 나왔지?
Good
갑자.
will fall.
The advance of the homicidal Evil's armies had not escaped the voracious heroes of Burger's End
Yeah.
in the short pauses between meals. They immediately sent scouts and combat troops out towards the dungeon.
Ah, these stuffed pigs will be a piece of cake. We could also deal with them peacefully, couldn't we?
That was a noble thought from the good Talia. But the heroes of Burger's End were not choosy about what they ate, and dark elf fingers were considered a delicacy.
Oh, disgusting! Right, let's roast these pigs. Oh, good call.
The Evilness collecting evil had, collected evil. Damned adjectives, whatever. It soon had the chance to research Gobobots, enabling it to recruit them itself in future. This extremely useful research would equip all normal goblins with a mech, greatly increasing their combat strength. Oh, apparently a couple of heroes got lucky and caught a couple of goblins away from their Gobobots on a pee break. You
Ooh.
should free them as quickly as possible. Payday.
안 쳐들어왔지?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
아이,
Time to take out the trash. Destroy them all.
큰일 났네.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
막을 수 있겠지?
The power flows through my veins.
아슬아슬한데. 야, 돌아가. 우리 죽겠어. 좀 막아봐란 말이야. 이씨. 진짜 안 잡힌다. 우와. 돌아가자. 아, 저 힐러 저거 짜증나. 업글이 부족해.
Defend the dungeon heart.
다 깨졌네. 치킨을 만땅으로. 맥주가 나왔지? 더 넓히고. 막혀있네. 창조를 만들고. 야, 일로와. 눈 떠. 다 따라와.
Throw me at the enemy.
사악함이 부족해. 빨랑 이쪽으로 와. 금을 빨리 캐고. 금 있네? 요렇게 또 금이 있네? 스탑. 절거하시오.
The first food delivery set out for Burger's End.
안 돼.
Of course, the well-prepared and not at all surprised Evil would never let it arrive at its destination.
와.
Sure showed him.
빨리 잡아. 놀라 아파. 자, 칸 먹었고 돌아가. 어디까지 왔지? 아하. 문제 없고. 뭐하니? 꿀이었지?
The beer brewing Evil
맥주.
could now build a brewery. Alcohol and heavily armed evil creatures. What could go wrong? But apart from that, the brewery was able to brew delicious beer, which the horde creatures craved. Beer was essential for the horde, as these stubborn creatures demanded the delicious beverage as soon as they acquired a certain amount of experience and wanted to continue their training beyond a given stage. Actually, that kind of reminds me of my time in the army.
나와라.
What's up?
없애버려. 입마들 또 뭐야? 빨리 땅파. 아, 거미가 왜 나와? 아이씨.
Bubble.
잡았고. 바로 앞에 있네.
We've stopped the food deliveries. Let that pig starve.
다 부셔버려.
More power.
어, 역겨워.
What can I do for you?
A satisfying crash and clatter heralded the unapproachable Evil's army's destruction of the Pixie Camp. A wonderful thing, because the sound of their wings reminded me of the mosquitoes that attack me in bed at night, damn things.
I'm sure we could have come to a peaceful agreement.
이게 뭐지?
Peaceful agreement with something that sounds like a mosquito. Trust me, there's no room for peace there, only total war. Even when you search every crack in the whole damn bedroom at 2 in the morning for the stupid things.
다 부셔버려. 뭔가 나왔네? 쳐들어왔니? 에휴, 돌아가자. 언제 오셨대? 어이, 금 캐고 있어. 이게 죽을라고. 함정이 다 썩었는데. 도착. 금고를 만들고. 잡았지?
Come on.
도착. 아, 너무 더럽다. 창조를 빨리 만들고.
The aimless evil continued to allow the goblins to rot in their prison. Maybe they didn't deserve it, but just the same, they could also prove to be useful soldiers.
우와, 많다.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
책? 지아레스. 잠깐만 쉬었다가. 왜 안 돼? 아, 땜장이가 아닌데 이거였지? 야, 빨리 작업해. 맥주를. 야, 스탑. 스탑. 이 아니고. 아, 이걸 어떻게 짓지?
Payday. A food delivery set out for Burger's End. Naturally, the relentless evil would never let it get there.
그만해. 땅파. 금고. 다 팠지? 맥주를 여기에다가 만들고. 어디야? 아, 전혀 문제 없지. 맥주를. 야, 빨리 파. 빨랑 안 해? 따라와. 어디에 있지?
A brewery now twinkled and sparkled in the alcohol-dependent evil's dungeon. Yet before that noble drop could be produced for the horde, a brewing kettle would first need to be erected.
나왔고. 잡자.
What's up?
또 있네? 오, 사악함이 만땅이야.
masterful evil had destroyed the delivery without even breaking a sweat.
여기도 끝.
Burger's End was doomed. The feasting evil's armies had laid low the last of the defenders, and now rampaged through the city, plundering and burning as they went.
Wonderful! Let them burn! Well, okay. Somehow that was extremely evil. I mean, I haven't forgotten that bit about the Dark Elf fingers, but maybe we could have gone about things differently? Just shut up and look at the fire!
Talia sat and surveyed the heartwarming scene. Every now and then one could still hear some screaming in the distance, but they soon ebbed, and there was no sound except the crackling of the fire. Well, aside from the roaring of the vile evil's creatures, of course. Once the plundering and arson had gone on long enough, the hinterland conquering evil's army marched on.